2 into the breach, where we are very, very much into the breach. Very deep. So deep. Hours and hours into the breach. And we still have another full island before the last final island, I guess. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's take a look at what we have in front of us. This is the corporate HQ mission, the same as it is on the other two islands. The bot leader, in this case it's a bot leader, not a Vec leader, and we kind of knew that going into this, that there was going to be a robot overlord, because obviously there's a robot overlord. I mean, it's an island ruled by AI, so, you know, it's going to happen. Now, protect the corporate tower is also a given. I'm wondering if there's going to be robot factories pumping out. I mean, man, that last episode was just brutal. Oh god, that first turn was just terrible. Hopefully we don't run into that issue here. One of our machines is somehow taking control of a Vec hive and is assaulting Pinnacle Tower. It must be stopped. Somehow? Yeah, like you have no idea how that could have possibly happened. I mean, it just sort of happened. I mean, it was like a complete accident. Okay, so we do have 2 guys that are ice blocked here, which kind of sucks. And then we've got 3 that are going to pop up immediately, and then, of course, this guy. So we have 4 to deal with immediately. And assuming we don't get, you know, have to kill these or do damage to these guys, maybe we can keep it that way. We need to be able to kill things on the first turn, though, because, man, leaving out 5 enemies on the last, or on the, at any point in time, is just absolutely brutal. Now, before we go in here, can I... Okay, I just want to double check here. It's been a little while since my last episode, or since I recorded it anyways. So we did go with the dash. I think we're going to leave that as is. He does have 5 health, so this is less important. This is always good, but again, I'm sort of not prioritizing movement on these guys because of kickoff boosters. I don't know how well that's serving me, but, you know, it's a decision that I've made. Also, we're going with smoke drop instead of repairs. Again, I'm just not going to use repair drop until the game presents me with a situation where I think to myself, man, I really wish I had the repair drop. You know, I'd rather not use it until it's too late, because that seems like a sound strategy. And I don't really have room for it. I mean, really, given the passives that we have and the weapons that we have, we only have 1 slot that we can swap things out of, and smoke drop is just too good. It's just too good. It's just too good. When I use it properly, you know, when I screw it up, obviously it's bad. But all right, well, I'm not going to change anything. We don't have any cores to spend. We've got 5 corporate reputation. If we get 2 more out of this, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be shopping spree territory. All right, we got this guy. I absolutely hate this guy, and of course it has to be an alpha. It has to be an alpha. I mean, it can't not be an alpha. It just has to be an alpha. So what he's probably going to do is... I mean, it'd be silly for him to shoot this. So he probably won't, unless... I don't know. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. This guy has 6 hit points. Oh, man. So what does this guy do? If damaged, this unit will shield itself and prepare to heal. Now, shield, I think, is just... It blocks 1 damage. Right? If it's the same shield as what was on the, or is it 1 damage or 1 full attack? Because if it's a full attack... And this guy, of course, has basically a beefier version of the Centipede's attack, in the sense that it's artillery. That is really bad. That is exceptionally bad. And he can heal, and he's massive. We don't care about massive, though, and he's a hive leader. Again, don't care. Really, it's just the self-repairing and this ridiculous VK8 rockets Mark IV. Ugh. No, thank you. This guy is Scarab, so he's a mortar, right? And then, of course, we have him, and he does 2 damage and 2 tiles of attack. And he can go all over the place. This guy actually might just go straight for the corporate tower. You never know. This is the guy that I'm worried about, because... I'm really worried about both of these guys, because we're going to have to figure out a way to handle 6 tiles of coverage just from these 2 guys. And he's got some moves on him, so he could, like, position himself here and mortar this, And what am I going to do to stop him, you know? That's the question that I have to ask myself. Now, we can always move these guys, and unlike his attack, you know, like, if he shoots, if he shoots directly in front of him, it'll hit this, right? Because it's a standard projectile. If I bump him back, he's still going to hit this. However, with this guy, because he's a mortar unit, if he, say, let's just say for the sake of argument, he like moved up to here. Can he do that? Yeah, he goes here, and he mortars this area. And not this area, this area. If I shoot behind him and push him forward, his mortar will miss. So we actually are in a better position to deal with his 3-block attack than his. And of course, him being an alpha is just the game's way of telling me how much it hates me. Which is fine, you know, it's cool. I hate you too, game. I'm just kidding, I love you. Alright, no. We want to get kickoff boosters, right? But we also, if we align ourselves in this fashion, it's probably going to draw out these 3-block attacks, because they really like to maximize their attack range. Or attack coverage, rather. And then, like this guy, for example, if he's feeling, you know, offensive, he might just plant himself here and attack both these guys, which would be okay, in my opinion, right? And then, you know, this guy might decide to attack here or here. And then this guy, if he, let's see, what's the move order? He goes before Wasp guy, which is kind of funny, considering how fast this guy is with movement tiles. But anyways, he goes first, so he's not going to be able to get over here. He might be able to position himself here, but he wouldn't do that, obviously, because he needs to shoot in front of him. So I'm guessing he's going to shoot here. I just feel like, because that's his best option. And this guy, I still think he'll probably go for here. Unless, well, he could actually go for this rear, you know, these 3 here. And this is kind of, you know, this is me sort of baiting these guys out. I'm hoping that they, you know, this guy doesn't have much of a choice, but this guy, he's got options. And if I can keep him to, you know, this area, as long as he doesn't hug the wall, because if he hugs the back wall, that's like game over. We're not going to be able to do a whole lot to him. And I really don't want to smoke immediately, but this guy has a dash. Let's remember that he has a dash. No, that's not what I wanted. This guy, he can go basically to here. If he went here, I don't need him to be able to go here because he'd be useless there anyways. So with kickoff boosters, we actually have all of the movement that we need to get ourselves positioned on this back plane. So I think it's good to have him there. This guy also has, he'll have 5 moves. And I don't think movement is going to be the issue here. It's going to be getting around this stuff. Because if these guys all bunch up, it's going to make movement difficult. I'm going to try not to take 17 minutes on this first turn, by the way. That's my #1 goal in this episode. I'm just really thinking through all the options here. And I'm pretty confident he's going to go here. I think this guy might try to either mortar this or mortar him. If he mortars him, that would be perfect. What we want to do is we want them to attack mechs, because mechs can move, buildings can't. So let's give it a shot. Let's take back what's ours. Okay, alright. I really didn't have much hope. Oh my god, this is perfect. I didn't have much hope in this guy positioning himself in a way that would benefit me, but... Now I wonder if... oh, he's not going to be able to get over there. He can't go... Oh boy. He can't get over here. I got flanked. Well, I was hoping he would go here, but he decided to really mess me up. Actually, it's not too bad. 3 out of the 4 units... Well, 2 out of the 4... Well, actually, no. 3 out of the 4 units are attacking mechs. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. These guys are really messing me up, though, unfortunately. Alright, so what can we do here? If we put him here, he can punch this guy into this guy. That would be 3 damage on him. Man, we could kill him. If only he... Actually, could we? If we put him here, that really... Alright, well, we've got some options here. I think we're gonna have to leave this guy up. The fact that he can't get back here really, 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 really sucks. Really, really, really sucks. And there's not anything I can do about that. Or is there? Okay. We've got some more options here. We've got some more options. This looks good. So if I move him over, no, that would be terrible. I can't do that. I absolutely can't do that. We could shoot him with a regular weapon, but we absolutely don't want him attacking both of these. Like, we could shoot him with this, I guess. So that means we don't have to worry about him. We don't have to worry about him. We need a way so we could... Let's see. We move him here. It's 3 damage. We really need to be able to kill stuff. Man, this whole line is just killing me. It's killing me. Can he get back here? He can. Okay. If I put him here... No, that's not gonna work. Ugh. Why is there a building here? You could literally be anywhere else on the map. Alright. Okay, wait. Here's another option. Where's the attack order? Okay, that's good. This guy being here is bad. Where's the attack order? He definitely goes first. He 100% goes first. So if I... What if I... That's not gonna work either. Let's if I moved him over, if I bumped him over here, what would that do for me? Like, I can't get behind him. And I can't get this guy up here. So, I mean, I could bump him over here, but that wouldn't really do a lot for me, would it? I really don't want to have to smoke here, but what are my options? There's no way I can... Well, there is a way that I could kill him, but... I can have him block, too. I mean, that might not be a bad thing. Unless... Okay. Let's see. If I do this... I'm just trying to not... Well, these guys only have 1 hit point, so would that really be the end of the world? I feel like I could take both of these guys out pretty easily, especially if they stuck together. I mean, what if we fixed it so that we didn't have an extra spawn? Okay, I'm gonna do this just briefly and then probably reset, but what happens when I do this? They both take damage, right? Yeah. So they would both be out. What does this guy do? Cannonbot. He just shoots 1 damage. Okay. Same with this guy. And they cause burning... not bad. These guys aren't the laser beam guys, so that's fine. Alright, so... None of that... I'm still really stuck here. Because I can't move this guy. I can't move him. Yeah, the fact that this guy goes first is really gonna mess me up. That's not gonna help me. So if we punch this guy into him, he only takes 1 damage. I can move him here, missile this guy. That's gonna wake both of these guys up, but it'll push him over here into the line of fire. This guy will shoot and kill him. Alright, let's just move these guys into position here. So this will do 3 damage. This will also do 3 damage and wake both of these guys up. What can I do with this guy? Yeah, see, the problem is we're gonna have this. Like, this guy will be dead. This guy will be dead. These alpha guys will still both be alive. I could definitely shoot him and take him down to 3 hit points. But then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the next turn. Is that really what I want? Well, he'll have 1 hit point, so he'll be easy to kill. But this guy, what will he do? This is another one of those really... I feel like I'm right on the cusp of a really good strategy, but if I could just do this without him... without waking both of these guys up. I can't do that move. I need access to these, which I don't have. I think taking him out on the first turn, because we'll have smoke, right? I guess I'll move him here, right? So yeah, this is going to leave 5 guys up, which sucks. But these guys only have... 3 of them only have 1 hit point each. And we have smoke, which we can use next turn if we need to. That's the best I got, I think. So let's go ahead and do it. I was gonna move my guy out too. That's not really a problem. Yep. Buddy. Alright. Well, the biggest threat, I feel, is taken care of. Well, at least it's not another alpha. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is... it's not what I wanted, but... What this guy, what can he do? These alphas are... He cannot move far enough. How do I want to handle this? What's the attack order? Those guys go first? That's unfair. I might actually have to take this. It's actually not the end of the world. But the reason is that I want to punch this guy into this guy to take both these guys out. Probably move him over here, kill this guy. It's a little bit of overkill. And then get this guy over here. Actually, you know what? We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. If we kill this guy, we can bump him down here, and his 3 attack will be here. And then we can move him up here and just punch this guy. And then he'll die because he gets his attack out first, though. That's right. That's what I just checked. 2 seconds ago. Yeah, I think I might have to kill both of these guys with him here, and then... Oh, that's still a problem. That's still a problem. Wait a minute. Maybe... No, we can't. Can't do it. Don't have the moves. Bananas. Bananas. Alright, well, who... He goes before... Okay, so how about this? How about... We shoot him. So this guy goes first, or he goes before this guy, right? So we move him into a position. I mean, probably here, I guess, right? And we bump him over here. He won't get his attack off because that 1 hit point he'll get killed by this. So he'll die. This guy's attack will just be wasted here. That means I can leave this guy here. Just have him shoot this guy. I can reposition him, shoot this guy. That way we don't take any damage if we don't have to. The alternative is... There is no alternative. I was thinking maybe we move him here and dash punch this guy, but we don't have enough damage to kill him. We would block this attack, but then we'd get hit by a lot of stuff. And he's got the health for it, but I really don't feel like... Yeah, we're not... There's no... We have to focus on keeping everything alive here, so... So move him here. Did I do that right? Yeah. There we go. And this guy shoots him. Unfortunately, not a lot we can do about that. Okay, so he'll go first. Kill that guy. Then that guy will shoot over here in the corner, which is fine. I don't really care about that. We'll have 3 guys to contend with. This is much better. This is much better. I was a little unsure about that first turn, but I think that this actually turned out in my favor. Oh, he'll take double damage now, won't he? I think he will. Oh, we got the kick-up boosters. Excellent. This guy's 3 hit points. We're safe right now. We could potentially move him. Okay, so he got himself acidified, which means he takes double damage. So if I'm not mistaken, we can just kill him outright. Yes, thank you. Man. Good positioning, good positioning. Alright, so before we do that though, so this guy's dead. How do we want to handle this? I'm thinking we just want to use our rocket on this guy to kill him outright, and then have this guy over here. We actually won't have to because this guy will be dead, and we can just move straight here. But either way, we can dash punch from here, or we can just move here and punch him, and he'll be dead. And that'll take care of everything. Then we only have 2 things left. This is actually going to be a good mission. All right, cool. I think we should be fine. Yes, yes, yes. And there's more where that came from. Not really, that was your last missile. So, there won't be any more of those coming. But I appreciate the heart, you know what? Please, no more. Okay, so that's fine. And that's pretty much totally fine. And he's taking double damage, doesn't matter, because he... We want to kill everything, right? In other words... we need to do at least 3 damage to him. And if I punch him, that's not going to be enough. And this guy, I think, will just... So if I move him here and kill this guy, that'll move him over here, that's fine. Then we can move him down here and do double damage, which, incidentally, is exactly enough to kill him. I think that's fine. Right? Yes. Excellent. Excellent! Oh, I'm very happy with that now. I'm very happy. I know you've got an action, but there's nothing left alive, so... No VEC life signs detected on sensors. Perfect victory! Yes! Ah! Excellent. Thousands of lives were saved today. I am thankful for the time you have sacrificed to aid us. Yeah, well... I had a lot more fun on this island than I did on the last island. Holy cow, this was so much better than the last island. Cool. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't know if I'm gonna... Should I do this in this episode? Well, let's take a look and see what we got. Acid projector. Fire a projectile that applies acid and pushes. Oh, that's cool. Doesn't do any damage, though. No matching mech class. Science. You need a science mech for that. I don't have a science mech. Another passive effect. Repairing one mech will affect all mechs. Okay. That seems okay. Shrapnel cannon. Brute. Another weapon for this guy. Shoots a projectile that damages and pushes the target tiles and the tiles to its left and right. So, what, it does 2 damage? Oh man, that looks really good. That looks very good. I like that quite a bit, actually. I just wish we hadn't spent money on this. Alright, well, we don't want that. Teleporter, science class, can't really use it. That seems super useful, though. We are for sure buying a reactor core. That's just happening. We could buy 2! We could buy 2! Do I buy 2? We could buy 2! We could buy 2, and we could sell this and buy one of these other items. Probably not. Or do we swap weapons? Like, this has been really good to us, but we could take that and it would do less damage. Well, it would do more overall damage if we hit at least 2 guys with it. I don't think so. I think this has been doing alright for us. I think we'll just stick with it for now, and we'll branch out maybe in, you know, as necessity calls for it. But I really think buying 2 reactor cores is we just have to do it. There's just no 2 ways about it. I really don't want to pick up another passive because we're already kind of... Like, I wouldn't replace Smoke Trap with Repair Field. And I really want to keep this, and I think this is fine. I think this is fine. And we'll have one extra one for the next round of island rescuing. So I think that's alright. Now the question is, we have 2. What do we do? What do we do with 2? This is more cores than I've ever had in my life. One time we could give this a ton of damage. Holy cow, 5 damage. I love that. I love it so much. But this guy already has his maximum damage. We're not going to upgrade this. I really don't think there's any reason to give him more power cells than he already has, except for the movement, which we might do, but we might. Could also give him extra damage on his main cannon. I really am not sure about that, though, because having 2 uses of this with all the damage it confers, especially if we decided to upgrade, I feel like this is a better investment than this if I'm going 2 cores. Unfortunately, to make his... I really am not sure about this guy. Like, he's honestly a pretty... He's probably the most lackluster of the 3. Like, these guys really... This guy brings the heat and some utility. This is by far my favorite mech. The artillery mech is just so good. This guy, I mean, he's okay. The dash makes him at least a little more useful, but I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of the prime mech. I feel like he's just a utility bot to just roll around dropping smoke bombs as needed. And it doesn't help that he has really crappy perks. I just don't see myself investing any more into this guy. We don't have enough to give him... If I had enough to give him the +2 damage, I'd consider it, but since we don't, I'm thinking this is the call here. And then at some point in the future, giving this guy +1 move. I think that's what we're gonna do. And we'll have lots of damage. We'll have lots of damage. I'm going pretty much focusing exclusively on damage, but you know what? I'm alright with that. Cool. Alright, that's it. That's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this island. It was a little bit better. It was a lot less shaky than the last island, and I think we set ourselves up to go into this 4th island really strong. And I actually can't wait because it looks like a really cool island. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and join me next time.